What if I told you that one small decision you're making right now could cost you over $100,000 by the time you retire? And the scary part? Most people over 40 have no idea they're doing it. This isn't about a stock market crash. It's not about picking the wrong investment. And it's not about some complicated financial trick. It's something much simpler and much more common. If you're over 40, or even getting close, this might be one of the most important financial conversations you'll hear this year. Let's talk about it. When people think about retirement mistakes, they usually imagine something dramatic. Losing money in a bad investment, trusting the wrong advisor, timing the market poorly. But the $100,000 mistake I'm talking about is quieter than that. It's slow, it's invisible, and it builds up over time. The mistake is this: waiting too long to increase your retirement contributions. Or worse, assuming what you're currently saving is good enough. When you're in your 20s or 30s, time is on your side. If you mess up, you recover. If you start late, compound interest still has decades to work. But after 40, time becomes your most valuable asset. Let's break this down simply. Imagine two people. Person A starts investing $500 per month at age 40. Person B waits until age 50 to start investing the same $500 per month. Assume a modest 7% average annual return. By age 65, Person A ends up with roughly $380,000. Person B ends up with roughly $190,000. That's nearly a $200,000 difference. And the only difference? 10 years. That's it. This is the silent retirement gap most people never calculate. Here's what usually happens. You hit your 40s. You've got a house, maybe kids. Bills are stable. Income is decent. You're contributing something to your 401k. Maybe 5%, maybe 6%. It feels responsible. So you assume, I'm doing fine. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For most Americans over 40, fine is not enough to retire comfortably. Many Americans in their 40s have less than $150,000 saved. That might sound like a lot. But at retirement, $150,000 generates only about $6,000 per year in sustainable income using conservative withdrawal strategies. That's $500 a month. That won't cover much. Now let's look at how this mistake quietly costs you six figures. Say you're earning $90,000 a year at 45. You contribute 5% to retirement. That's $4,500 per year. Now imagine you increase it to 10%. That's $9,000 per year. The difference? $4,500 annually. Over 20 years, that's $90,000 contributed. But with compounding, it becomes well over $140,000 to $160,000, depending on returns. So by staying at 5% instead of 10%, you didn't just skip saving $90,000, you potentially lost $100,000 or more in future growth. And most people never run this math. There are three main reasons people don't increase contributions. First, lifestyle inflation. As income rises, expenses rise. Bigger house, better car, more travel, upgraded everything. You don't feel richer. You just feel normal again. And retirement contributions stay stuck at the percentage you chose years ago. Second, fear of not having enough now. People think, if I increase my retirement savings, I'll feel tight every month. But here's the strange thing. When contributions are automated, most people adjust within a few months. Your spending adapts. You rarely miss what you never see. Third, assuming Social Security will cover more than it does. Social Security was designed to replace roughly 30 to 40% of pre-retirement income. Not 100%, not even close. For many Americans, that benefit alone won't maintain their current lifestyle. Relying on it as your main plan is risky. Let's make this very real. If you're 42 right now, and you increase your retirement contribution by just $300 per month, at a 7% return over 23 years until 65, that $300 per month becomes about $200,000. $300. That's the cost of a few dinners out, a couple subscriptions, a small lifestyle upgrade, small shifts, massive impact. There's something called future discounting. We value today's comfort more than tomorrow's security. At 40, retirement feels far away. At 55, it suddenly feels close. At 62, it feels urgent. But by then, your options shrink dramatically. That's why this mistake feels harmless now, because the consequences aren't immediate. There's another hidden layer to this mistake. Many people over 40 shift too conservatively too early. They move heavily into cash or very low-growth assets out of fear. Yes, risk management matters, but being overly conservative at 45 can dramatically reduce long-term growth. If your money earns 3% instead of 7% over 20 years, the difference can easily exceed $100,000. Safety is important, but growth is necessary. So what should you do? First, check your current contribution rate. Log into your retirement account. What percentage are you contributing? If it's under 10%, consider increasing it gradually. Even 1% per year makes a difference. Second, take advantage of catch-up contributions once you hit 50. Many people don't maximize this. That's leaving opportunity on the table. Third, automate increases. Some employer plans allow automatic annual contribution increases. Turn it on. Let it rise slowly. You'll barely feel it. Fourth, reevaluate your asset allocation. If you're in your 40s or early 50s, you likely still need growth exposure. Too much safety too early can slow progress. If you're watching this thinking, "I'm already behind," take a breath. Many people feel the same way. The key is not panic. The key is action. Because even at 45 or 50, consistent changes still compound meaningfully. The biggest mistake isn't being behind. It's doing nothing because you feel behind. Let's imagine two 45-year-olds. Person A increases contributions now. Person B waits 5 more years. At 65, Person A could easily be ahead by $80,000 to $120,000, depending on returns. 5 years doesn't sound dramatic. Financially, it is. No one feels the pain of undersaving today. The pain shows up later, and by then, your flexibility is limited. Working longer becomes the default solution. Not because you want to, but because you have to. The $100,000 retirement mistake isn't picking the wrong stock. It's not missing a market rally. It's underestimating the power of consistent contributions during your 40s and early 50s. That decade matters more than most people realize. And once it's gone, it's gone. If you're over 40, you still have something incredibly valuable time. Not as much as you had at 25, but enough to make a powerful difference. Increase the contribution. Automate it. Let compound interest do its work. Because the real danger isn't a dramatic financial disaster. It's the quiet, comfortable mistake that slowly costs you 6 figures. And most people never notice